Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. Coffee time with Alex. So let's talk about frustration today. The reason I want to talk about frustration is because it's a state, it's an emotion that most of my clients are experiencing. Remember, most of my clients come to me because they're dealing with a lot of stress. They're high achievers, and the stress is affecting their performance. And there's nothing worse for a high performer than having their performance being affected by stress. So let's start by defining what is frustration. Frustration is a type of anger. Frustration is disappointment. It's when we lacking the results we want. We're not achieving what we want. Something in our world is not matching our model, what we have here. So it's not meeting our expectations. We want things, we set goals, and when we're not getting things done in the way that we want and the time we want, we experience frustration. But this is the thing. It's a topic that I spend a lot of time with my clients discussing because my job is to help them to transform stress into fuel for energy so they can be more creative, they can achieve more and have more joy in the process. So it's extremely important for us to address the frustration. I remember back in the days when I started this business, first couple of years, I would cry out of frustration. I cried in my floor, especially when my office was in the other location. I would cry, get paralyzed with frustration because I was working so hard. I was studying, I was reading the books, I thought I was doing everything right, but the results were not there. So frustration can a lot of times turn into anger towards ourselves. And I had a lot of anger towards myself because I wasn't achieving my goals. And that was leading to other negative emotions. So this is why we need to address frustration. Frustration becomes stress, is emotional stress. We're not achieving something and we tend from that place to blame others or blame ourselves because we're not achieving the result. That stress of frustration can lead to more anger, can lead to resentment, which will create a lot of disagreements with your loving ones or people in your team. If you work with a team in your business, it can create a lot of chaos. So you need to address frustration so you cut that stress from the root, remove the weed. Second reason why we need to address frustration is because stress puts us in a surviving zone. When we become stressed out, if I say I am frustrated, that means I am in a state of stress. I'm stressed out. That puts me, or put anybody in that state in a surviving zone. And when you're in a survival zone, something happens in the brain. You kind of shrink your intelligence, your frontal lobe, your prefrontal cortex, and you go into your lizard brain. You become very focused on yourself. You become less creative. You become less inspired. And you become fixed. You adopt a fixed mindset. So being in a survival zone and being a high achiever, high performer don't go together. So as a high performer, you need to master this emotion and eliminate the emotion the moment you feel it's coming. And the third reason to address frustration is because when you're in emotional stress, you're in a survival zone, it's robbing your energy that you can be using to be more creative. Energy that you can be using to be more insightful with your team and have more joy. So now is the question, Alex, how do I deal with frustration? Well, number one, you go to a place of gratitude. The moment you feel that frustration that can come also in the form of irritation, you go into gratitude. You just accept what is happening around you and be grateful. If somebody it's causing frustration, number one, be grateful to all the things that person adds to your life. Second thing, adopt a growth mindset. When you adopt a growth mindset, you'll be willing to adjust your model, the model that you have, the mental picture that you have, so maybe you can adapt to what's happening in your external world and not be frustrated anymore. You adapt. And the third one is trust the process. A lot of times frustration comes from time. Things are not happening at the time that you want. I've been there so many times I can't even describe it. As an entrepreneur, that happens all the time. So you need to trust the process. When you taking the right actions, you keeping yourself energized, you keeping the positive good energy around your goals, and you taking the actions daily, then you need to let go and trust the process, because things happen in the right time. I remember just a few months ago, I had a friend help me designing a whole online course, my energy course that is available. And I'll put a link here if you're interested in learning how to energize yourself, have 6 hours of content. But anyway, we made a plan to get that course done in 2 months. And she's a single mom. And about the same time that she agreed to help me, she got a full-time job. This was just a few months ago. And the 2 months became more like 5 months. And it was a time that I could have a lot of frustration, but I absolutely, because I train myself with these concepts that I teach you, I didn't allow myself to get frustrated. I went to gratitude all the time. I always said, thank you. Thank you for everything you're doing for me. I was so grateful that being a single mom plus having a full-time job, she was still willing to help me. So with that gratitude, just the gratitude itself, it helped me tremendously not to go to that frustrating place. Then I trusted the process. I trusted that the course was going to be ready at absolutely the right time. So just by adopting gratitude and trusting the process, I didn't experience 1 minute of frustration through the whole process with my friend. And I'm still very grateful that she helped me with that. So those are my tips of the day, because I know a lot of you are experiencing frustration in your life right now. And if you adopt some of this framework I just shared with you, it will really help you. Please share your insights, share your thoughts. And if you like this video and you know somebody in your life who is experiencing a lot of frustration right now, please send that video to them, because it could help them to have a better day and improve their lives. And I need your help to grow my audience on YouTube. So thank you so much, and don't forget to check the link below to my Master Energy and Decrease Stress course. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon.